What's your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Thomas with the California Highway Patrol. It's ID 19714.
Okay, can I see your credentials also?
My credentials?
Yes.
Absolutely, they're right here.
Your license and everything else?
My license?
Yes.
No, I'll show you my work ID though.
Yeah, we need your bond number also.
No.
You're required to by...
So I'm employed by the state of California as a police officer.
Glenn R. Thomas?
That's my post officer ID.
But they're a lot different than Virginia's.
Yep.
This is California.
Okay.
Just want to make sure.
So the officer's uniform, badge, and gun wasn't enough to prove that he's an actual officer and his actual squad car? I tell you, these sovereign citizens are just a bunch of freaking idiots.
Yep.
So the reason why I'm stopping you is because of number
plate,
one, you got the
right.
no plates on the vehicle, and number
Right.
two,
That's why we put something on it, because we wanted to make sure you were aware of it. Because I am a federal whistleblower, and that's my primary obligation is to make sure that everything, all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted and everybody's properly
Private Attorney
informed.
Generals.
So do you have a driver's license with you?
I do, but I don't need to show it to you
I don't have
because
to
I'm
show you
not
anything.
driving.
I'm not asking
And-
you. I'm asking
I'm
you.
not have to show you. I'm not
I'm asking
obligated to show you.
the driver in the driver's seat.
I'm not
He's not
obligated to show you.
driving.
I'm not driving.
Even traveling in the state of California, you're required to have a valid license.
Right. Could I see that authority, please?
Yeah, it's under the California Constitution.
Okay.
So you can look that up on your phone.
Yeah.
It's actually in the California.
Well, other motorists, travelers, it's under
travelers
UCC
even-
9-109.
Travelers even in the state of California are required.
Yeah, we
to
have a fee schedule. Verbal
Yeah,
contract is $3,000.
Look, man,
I
deal with
just
this is
want
something
to
that
just
happens
make
all the
sure
time.
that you are
I get
okay
it.
with your offers because
am.
we have a fee schedule.
I know what I'm allowed to do in the state of California. Number one is I'm able to stop motorists and motor vehicles when they don't have proper identification on it.
You have a fee schedule. How cute. And how do you plan on collecting on that fee schedule? These sovereign citizens are so delusional, and I think they don't even hear themselves when they speak. Because if they did, they wouldn't say the ridiculous things that come out of their mouths constantly.
On it. The other thing is in the California's Constitution, it actually states in there that you're required to have.
Are you
driver's
sworn
license.
under the Constitution?
I'm sworn under the United States Constitution, and I represent the California
Good,
Constitution as well.
good. Because we are private. And I am not obligated to show you anything of the sort. No laws broken. There's no crime committed. We have paperwork. We showed you. But I don't have to show you any credentials assigned by the state that are copyleft, copyright, and trademarked.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Again, one of the things here in the state of California is that you're required to identify when you're even stopped for a traffic infraction.
Well, I have no name. I work for no man. I'm not for hire. My handle is Avisal. Notice they call me Avi. You can call me Avi. But I don't have to show you any credentials.
Who is S310?
Yes, and you can also let Dave know we're here too. When we got here, that we would be doing some investigative work.
I'm going 4. I'm out with 2. You clear 4 of them. In the meantime, I'm just going to get my supervisor here for the time being.
Please do. Yeah. We have committed no crime. Nothing. We weren't speeding anything else. We showed you paperwork that the car is fine. We just purchased it, but I don't have to show you any credentials that are copyrighted. And I'm sorry. I'm trying to save you $1 million per use. Because every million used is 30 million could return through the IRS banking.
What are you talking about?
No, I completely understand what you're going for.
I just want to save you the funds because
But-
there's a lot of credentials
there's a lot of
over
this,
codes being sold to us.
There's some differences that you're talking about
Yes.
that are not necessarily recognized in the state of California.
Thing assigned is 30 million returned copyright. So I'm saving you that.
Wow, this guy is one of the most generous sovereign citizens that I've covered on this channel. He's saving this officer $30 million in return, whatever the hell that means.
That's fine. Well, like I said, that's what we're going to wait for my supervisor to get here,
Sure.
and we'll go from there.
Sure.
Because like I said, I know what you're required to do, what you're supposed to do, and what is going to possibly happen.
Yes, we're waiting on tags and stuff like that. It's already been done deal, but we're just protecting our rights and our travel till then.
Yeah. But you know, you got to remember when the U.S. Constitution was written, they didn't have motor vehicles.
No, but they had the law of nations.
They did.
Yeah, they have all nations.
But they also
and
added a bunch of amendments and rights and
I
laws.
wanted to
and
ask
things
you,
like that.
this is really interesting because I was doing some research the other day on the VIN number database.
Yeah.
Because I've had vehicles basically carjacked by cop before and reported them stolen in the VIN number database. Did you know that the VIN number database is being operated by the Department of Justice?
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be under the Department of Transportation.
It's actually both. You got the Department of Motor Vehicles,
Yeah.
which is a branch of the Department of Transportation,
Right.
and then the Department of Justice, which also has its own representation.
Right. And what's curious to me is how when a vehicle is reported stolen, it never seems to trickle down to law enforcement in the correct format.
I get it as the license plate and the VIN and possible suspect.
Right.
That's through the CLETS database.
Right. So when I lived in Florida and I had an issue similar to what we're encountering right now, and I reported my vehicle stolen after it got taken, I come to find out that it was a violation of the Driver's Protection Privacy Act on the federal level for those
federal.
subscriptions to be sold to that database to law enforcement when they don't update the database.
He just doesn't shut up.
Lady, just be quiet already. All your rambling is not going to make this officer not do his job properly. It is not going to help you. Point blank, period.
They're not auditing the database.
And that's on the federal level, they're not auditing the
Yep.
database?
So we check.
So the trickle down that we all are codependent on isn't happening. So people are becoming misinformed.
My sergeant's the one that's coming down.
Coco. Yeah.
Okay. All right, like I said, give me 1 second, okay?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Thomas.
5 minutes later.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, Mr. Burns?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing
Good, how are
well.
you?
How are you?
Excellent. You guys all right?
Yeah, we
we're
just came
good.
from dinner.
We came into town to try out this Luigi's dinner. We just went over here to the park to eat because you're not allowed to eat in the restaurant.
All right.
So, and we hit Walmart. We probably wasted way too much money there.
Okay. So, how come you're not providing your driver's license or identification? Sir?
Because we're
I
private.
didn't- We're private. I didn't do any breaking laws. He pulls us over because there's no plates. I am not obligated to show anybody anything.
That's not
It's
true.
copyright, copyleft, trademark, and I'm asking you questions. You have your credentials. What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Paul Burns, ID 16355.
Thank you.
There's no crime committed? There's no crime committed? Was there any crime committed?
Driving without license plates on your vehicle is against the law, correct?
Well, we have paperwork we provided, and it's legit. Are we free to go?
No, you're not.
What crime has been committed?
What
Who's
crime
named
is
your
being
party?
committed?
You are driving your vehicle down the road.
I don't
without license
drive.
plates.
And how did you
We're
render
private.
that legal conclusion?
I wasn't here.
What?
I'm just telling you
So
what
you're,
I'm saying.
well, hearsay of driving. Does it say taxi? Are we a taxi service? We're not a taxi service.
don't
We're
know,
not
sir.
commercial. We're
I don't
private.
know what you do.
That's right. You don't.
Nope.
You don't
Nope,
want to
we're
know.
private individuals, just
Right.
like your family and your home.
Correct.
This is our private household good, and it has been properly registered with
Where's the license plate?
They haven't arrived yet.
They haven't arrived.
Okay, well,
Yeah, we just got a new mailbox key
how long ago
here.
did you buy it?
It was purchased on August 14th under our
16th.
corporate-
But they gave you a temporary. Where's
August
that?
16th.
No, we did not get a temporary tag.
The dealer has to give you one when you leave the
They
dealer.
did
The
not give us a
papers
temporary
taped
tag.
on the back window,
I don't know.
and I don't know what else to say. That's why we marked our
That's probably why
auto
we didn't have
private,
it.
because we're not for hire.
Right.
Did,
Well, that's what you have a
Regardless,
license for.
it's a federal. It's a federal.
In California, whether you agree with it or not, the law says
Yeah.
that
Well,
you're gonna
your
operate
offer is
or
not
drive.
accepted. So if
Do you want to
you,
listen, or are you going to keep talking over us?
Oh wow,
We have
nasty
no problem
public servant.
explaining.
Okay. Anyways,
We can
Sergeant
explain, I
Burns,
just don't want
correct?
to talk over you.
yes. Okay, so when you purchase a vehicle as of it was either started in October but became enforceable in January, they were supposed to put a temporary license plate, that just a paper one with the numbers, like a temporary number. Did they not give you that?
No.
We're private for now, because until we get our paperwork. We didn't get anything like that.
You keep saying you're
or-
private, but it doesn't
Right, that's
exclude
correct.
The laws of California from.
Well, the laws of California are different from our province. So,
You're in California, sir.
yeah, you're on Alvarado province also. So we're private.
Okay.
Verbal contracts, 3,000, give or take a minute out of the hour. It's 250,000 for 15 minutes, keeping us here.
Okay.
On our fee, name and badge number will be billed. Did we commit any crime?
You're driving a vehicle with.
I'm not
That's a
driving.
legal conclusion. The definition of
It's
the
a-
word driving in the
legal
English
conclusion.
language, which is the official language for the state of California, is different than the legal word, the legal definition.
We're
of the
law
word.
enforcement. We're not English teachers.
Well, actually, a jury is law enforced.
Jury's law.
But
No,
you are
that's
public
judicial.
office. Well,
That's
yeah.
judicial.
Do you have a
You are
license to
public
practice
servants.
law?
We appreciate that. We do.
Did you see any crimes committed?
I wasn't here,
Good. Then you didn't see anything.
but I can see that there's no plate on the back of your truck.
Right, and
Well,
as we
it's a
have
private
explained,
household
we haven't
consumer
received
product.
it yet. So
comes with
what
the fee
would you like us
schedule.
to do?
Well, all right. What I would like you to do is provide your driver's license or identification so that we can proceed with the contact and you can go on your
I'm
way.
not giving you credentials to sign. It's copyrighted.
That is still funny.
To save you $1 million for use, I'm not going to give it to you.
I offered to Mr.
well,
Thomas if he'd like
if
to call
you
the
don't-
I have a handle.
sheriff,
If you don't
who's aware of who
identify
we are,
yourself
why
on
we're
a
here.
traffic stop, you will have to be arrested.
If you take me to jail, it will be $1 million per hour on your bill. Your name and badge number. Your bond number, please.
I don't have a bond.
You have to have a bond number.
You have to have a bond.
I have a badge number, not a bond.
Well, who insures you for your errors and omissions when you make a mistake?
The state of California.
The state of California.
I don't give you consent to even
I'm not
touch
asking
this
for-
car or any of
I'm not
us.
asking
We're
for-
private household consumer goods.
Okay.
And it comes with a fee
Which
schedule.
is federal.
It's federal. Okay?
Right, but the federal
Outside the
government
8
doesn't
Mile
supersede into
Square
state
District of
rights.
Columbia, you have no authority.
These two idiots clearly share a brain. If I was the officers, I would just haul them off to jail already and just risk the $35 million fee schedule that this guy keeps bringing up.
Okay? So,
I hear
Is there
what
a
you're-
crime
I hear-
committed?
I hear what you're saying.
is there a crime
I don't
committed?
agree with anything you're saying, but that's okay.
I don't agree
The
with what
great
you're
thing about
saying.
this country, you're allowed
I
to have your own
understand
opinion.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay? I'm the Alpha Omega. I am who I am, for I am. A live man. I don't do business with no other corporations. I had not for hire. I have no name. I work for no man.
Okay.
I'm the Alpha Omega. In perpetuity. Witness.
Well, by failing to identify yourself also, you are committing...
If you are going to create a law, you better have a law license to create
I
that.
didn't create it.
Well, I don't agree with you, so.
You idiot. These officers didn't create the law. They just enforced the laws. I can't believe that there are people out here that are actually this dumb.
We
So
commit
man
no
to
crime, man to man.
Man to man.
You're not going to kidnap any of us.
It won't be kidnapped.
It's not going to be at all. You're not going to touch any of us here. I'm going to have to call your supervisor. You get your supervisor out here.
I am the supervisor.
You get your supervisor, your commander.
No,
I order
No?
you to get your commander.
I don't follow that order.
Then I would like to call the sheriff
no
on a
command.
911
Call the sheriff.
right now because this sounds like it's
We're gonna have
not
to call the
going
sheriff
the way
on
that it needs to be going.
No.
Because you're
Not
failing to
that.
provide a federal case number
Are you gonna provide
00101.
Identification or not?
Federal case number 00101. You have
Under
to provide
threat?
your
Under
credentials.
Under threat,
Under threat, duress, and
you're
coercion.
armed, we're unarmed,
You're armed, you're
peaceful
unarmed,
inhabitants, and
peaceful
you're
inhabitants.
threatening our holy temple.
Is that a no?
Therefore, I am calling
You
911
are calling the sheriff
because I feel my
to verify
life is
your
being
credentials.
threatened
Okay.
for
You
You
no
failed to
reason.
failed
Is that a no?
a federal case
Is that a
number
no? Are you saying
00101.
yes or no?
I am saying nothing to you.
Okay.
I am commanding you
Step out of the vehicle.
that you are not going to touch none of us.
Step out of the vehicle.
Step out of the car, please, sir.
You are not going to. No, we're a private
Yes, my life is being
We're being threatened
I'm
by
in
a
the
state
CVS
patrol.
Pharmacy
Nope.
parking
I
lot.
refuse to do
private
so.
Parking lot.
I
red
demand
bus,
you to show me your credentials and call your
my
commander.
private vehicle,
Okay.
my temple
I-
is
Federal
being
case number
threatened, surrounded
00101.
by a bunch of armed,
You failing to provide
uniformed
your
public
bond number and your
servants, some
insurance.
of which have failed to identify.
I asked you for that.
Some of which are
You are
practicing law
provided
without
to
a
do so.
license.
All right.
All of them are
I
armed.
ordered you to.
They are threatening
You work
to
for me.
remove us from
I don't
our
work for you.
vehicle where we have committed no crime.
That's right. No crime is
All of our
committed.
legal
I work for you.
documentation
You asked
has
for
been provided.
credentials,
I need
but you
Sheriff
don't-
You're
David
escalating the
Pencraft
situation by
over
creating
here right
laws.
now,
I don't
please.
recognize the state of
You're
California.
creating
How do I work for you?
No, you're creating a situation by creating your own laws
Okay.
by asking people to do so. Slavery is illegal and unlawful. I will have to bill you $250,000 per 15 minutes. Do you want to continue?
I will do my job.
It will be 1 million per frame, 30 frames per count, digital count per second.
do my job.
Video camera subpoenaed for
Okay.
federal court.
We will do our job.
Your name and badge number
I gave it to
will
you.
be law and liability for any damages to this auto or us. We do not give you consent to touch this vehicle or us.
We understand
We
that
do
you're
not
doing
serve
consent.
private
We do not serve
corporations.
private corporations.
We've never been served a copy of
You work
the
for us?
California Constitution. We don't live
You may be
under
go-
the
you may be
California
dismissed.
Constitution.
Here's what's going to
You're free
happen.
to. We did not commit no crime.
Thank you. I didn't ask for your permission for nothing.
Well, I'm giving you an
Are
order.
you going to step out of the vehicle?
Call your
voluntarily?
commander. Call your
Are you going
commander.
to come out of the vehicle?
Call your
voluntarily?
commander.
Are you going to come out of the vehicle voluntarily?
You need to call your commander.
Are you coming out of the vehicle?
Or wait for the
voluntarily?
sheriff to
Call your
arrive to show
commander.
credentials.
You're committing a crime.
You're committing a federal crime.
Sergeant Burns, you're committing a
16355.
crime.
16355.
16355. Help!
Are you going to
Help!
step out of the vehicle on your own?
A man is attempting to kidnap us at our private consumer
Are you gonna
goods.
Step out of the vehicle on your own.
We're at the
Yes.
pharmacy CVS.
No, they're committing a crime.
They're committing
I
a
do
federal
not
crime.
condone my public servants when they're committing a crime.
Okay. It's time for you to step out of the vehicle, sir.
I'm not misusing.
We're not
They have
misusing
guns,
911.
They have
Yes, ma'am.
tasers. I'm not committing the crime here. You need to contact
You
the
are
sheriff.
wrong.
Lady, your plan backfired on you. You called 911 on 911 to get help, and they are now advising you to listen to the officers and that you are committing a crime. Hang up, listen to the officers, and get out of the car.
We'll step out of the vehicle. We will yank you out.
If you harm me in any way, in any
Is
fashion,
this
you're going to be law liability.
retaliation for the federal lawsuit
100
against your
million law
first partner for
liability.
the murder of
I don't give you
Diane
consent to
Estes
touch us.
Steele?
I
No.
didn't ask for consent.
We didn't ask
Is
for
this
any of this.
retaliation?
Nope. Get,
Is this
nope.
retaliation?
Get off me. Don't touch me. I do not give you consent to touch me.